Welcome back to Suncherry Farm, where I have not recorded any videos in a long time, and today I am working on a project, which I've been working on projects for the past 2 weeks with my garden, of course, and I have not done any videoing, but maybe I can show you a few things today that I'm working on. So this right here, I went in and was weeding some, and then I pulled back the mulch that I had. I don't know if you remember, or even if you've seen a video from last year, but I had that tree cut and I let it sit from like October until the spring of last year. Actually, October of 2020 I had the tree cut, and then in the spring of last year I put that mulch that was ground up from the tree onto my garden bed, mainly in the walkways. So this here, excuse me for being out of breath, I've been shoveling, and I'll show you in a few moments what I've been shoveling. But anyway, I pulled the mulch back from this area because I am going to put some compost from my chicken coop in there. And then in this one here, I weeded it, and then I tilled it up yesterday, and it rained last night. So I'm going to go back and pull some more of the weeds out of that, but then I'm going to be putting rabbit compost on that bed. And then, as you can see, I have a lot of work to do over in this area. So just showing that if you haven't done your weeding, I haven't either. And I left it over last year towards the hot end of the summer. I just gave up on gardening. As you can tell, I didn't make any videos. So maybe I can start back making some videos now and show you what I'm doing. But I had went into my rabbit coop, and I call it a chicken coop because it's on the other side of my, I call it a rabbit coop because it's on the other side of my chicken coop. And this door's hard to open. But anyway, and you can tell I've opened the door, and my chickens are crisscrossing, my rabbits are crisscrossing. But I've started raking this area, and I've got one load already in my wheelbarrow. So I'm going to, I've got some eggs that I need to collect. They're starting to lay again. They've actually been laying for a couple weeks now, but they slowed down a lot. And look at this crazy bunny. He thinks he's gonna lay a Cadbury egg. Ha ha. Anyway, so let's go out and I'll show you the first wheelbarrow that I got out of the rabbit coop. And I'm going to put it not directly on my asparagus, but I'm going to put it around my asparagus. So I came out 2 weeks ago and started working on getting all the wiregrass and stuff that has climbed up on the sides of this raised bed. And as you can see, I have the asparagus still growing in this bed. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so that was the 5th one. There should be another one right there, but I'm not seeing it. I might have pulled it up when I was weeding, but then that's 6. And I know there's another one right here. It's right there at my finger. And then it's 8. There's 8 on this side. And I can't remember. I'll have to go back and look at my videos to see which kind was in each row. But then this row has the definite 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to show you something that I am very excited about that I seen yesterday, but then I came back out today and seen it again. There is a little asparagus right there. And here's another one at the plant beside of it, right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wheelbarrow, and that is the compost that I got out of the chicken coop. I mean, not chicken coop, rabbit coop. And I'm going to put that just around the asparagus. And I'm not sure if you know or not, but rabbit manure will not burn your plants putting it directly on it. You don't have to let it sit for any time. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'll come back to you after I finish this. Okay, so I didn't put the rabbit compost directly on the asparagus, but I did go around it. And I may end up, tonight it's supposed to get down to 27, and tomorrow night 23. So I am probably gonna get some of this straw that I have right over there. I have a bale of straw, and sort of maybe like put a little bit on top of the asparagus, and then come back out probably Monday, because it's Friday night and Saturday night that the temperatures are low. Probably come back out Monday evening and take it off of it, because Monday or Sunday night is supposed to be 32. So that's that little project done of spreading the chicken compost on the asparagus. So now I am working on raking this larger bed out a little bit more and pulling, because I had wiregrass that grew up from the side of the beds and into the beds. So I had to pull a bunch of wiregrass out yesterday, and then like I said, I tilled it. And then it rained last night, so I'm raking over it and just reaching in there and pulling out the little pieces of wiregrass that are still there. Some of them may have already gotten dug up by the tiller, but then some may still be rooted. So I'm going through, I'm raking that, and after I get finished with it, I'm going to put some rabbit compost on it, and then I'm going to rake the chicken compost, and I'm going to put it down through here, because the chicken compost is higher in nitrogen, and I'm not planning on planting this here until probably April, and it's February, so that's probably at least 2 months for sure that until I plant that. So that'll give the chicken manure time to seep into the ground, and then I'll come back in April and probably put some more garden blend soil on top of it, and then probably just mix it in. So that's the projects I have for today. I'll come back and show you after the project is finished. Oh, these here are some brassicas and some lettuces and spinach that I purchased yesterday at a local box store. And my plan was to plant them here in this garden bed. I got some broccoli, some collards, some, let's see, what else did I get? Oh, I got some cabbage. So those 3 things, oh, and some Brussels sprouts. So those 4 things will go in this bed, and then the spinach and the lettuces will go in some raised containers, or some containers that I have on my deck. And I'll show you that project when I get to it. But I'll be back with you after I work on this for a little bit. Okay, so I got this project partially completed. And instead of putting the lettuces and spinach in the containers that I have on my deck, I went ahead and put them in this smaller bed. I always call this the smaller bed because it's not quite 4 foot wide. And this is the larger bed because it's more than 4 foot wide. I wished I had made both of them 4 foot wide, but I didn't. So in this bed here, I have collard greens that I got from a local box store, and I have 12 of those plants. And then beside of that, I have, I think I put the broccoli. Let's see. Oh, that's more collard greens. So that's the other part of the 12 collard greens, but I think it's broccoli. So let me get to the other. Yeah, it is broccoli because there's the tag for it, and it says Lieutenant Broccoli. It's by Bonnie. And then, so that's 12 collard greens. I have 4 rows of 3, and then I have 4 rows of 3. You know what? That in the middle actually might be the Brussels sprouts. So 12 collards, 12 Brussels sprouts, 12 broccoli, and then let's see what this is. Okay. So yeah, this bed has 12 broccoli, 12 Brussels sprouts, and 12 collards. And then this bed has 6 cabbage. I ended up planting the cabbage over here. That's another Bonnie product. And then I planted 12 spinach and 12 romaine lettuce, which I think there was 1 spinach that was short, so it may only be 11 spinach. Yeah, 11 spinach and 12 of the iceberg, romaine lettuce, not iceberg, it's romaine. So I actually did this in 2 different days. I didn't get it all completed that one day. So I think that what I'm going to do now is I have another project that I'm going to work on. So I'm going to be working on that video. But I appreciate you joining me today for this one little project that I have completed. And I will see you next time. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And as always, may your garden be blessed and your harvest